We're not trying to time the bottom. I just bought XRP yesterday or the day before. I forget what it was, but I'm prepared to buy more XRP, a lot of XRP, when we go a little bit lower here shortly. But there's also a problem that I'm running up against, which I'm having serious concerns about us getting XRP. And I'm not trying to create FOMO. I'm not trying to hype this project up beyond anything other than legitimate concerns based off of our research and the information that we can gather off of the public blockchains. Folks, we are coming to a serious moment in time as this SEC Ripple case comes to an end. This show is coming to an end, and that's what it's been. Ripple has been working with the government, central banks, all of the regulators since the very beginning. We know that, right? What gets interesting in this whole story is Ripple has told us they are not giving XRP to the exchanges. They are only giving XRP from that escrow account, that billion XRP that they get each month. They are only releasing about 20% of that, and it's only going to on-demand liquidity partners that are going to be using XRP for on-demand liquidity, cross-border payments, and other utilities, and or maybe they just want to hold it on their balance sheet as a reserve digital currency. As I sit back and watch this story unfold, I do not even understand what is going on in the SEC lawsuit. I don't understand all this lawyer speak. I don't understand what kind of games they're playing other than it's a bunch of BS. Will we ever see these guys gone after? And I wanted to make this point, that Ripple may sue for damages. I wrote this note down because I wanted to cover this. Ripple could go after Mr. Brad Sherman, the guy who's supposed to be representing the American people and XRP holders like you and me, who has completely sold out to Wall Street and the bankers, calling XRP a security to start the House Financial Services Committee meeting that just occurred this last week. He started out the whole program by calling XRP a security. Then we look at what Bill Hinman has done, what Jay Clayton has done, what Gary Gensler has done, what all of these SEC actors have done. Ripple, the company, I believe, after they defeat the SEC in this lawsuit, could turn around and go after, sue these guys for damages if they wanted to. Is that going to happen? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. They don't got time to sue these guys for damages. They hold the world reserve digital asset. They know what they got. They have complete control of the world reserve digital currency and the supply of it. The remaining supply of about 50 billion XRP is completely controlled by Ripple. And what's been interesting about the last couple years, since this lawsuit got established, is Ripple had been returning about 80% of that escrow back into escrow, which people attack Ripple for paying themselves out and all these different things. They've been the most transparent company since the very beginning of cryptocurrency, telling us what they're doing. They didn't have to lock up the 50 billion XRP in that escrow. They decided to lock it up in a smart contract so that the XRP would only be released at a 1 billion supply per month so that all of the market people that are participating, all of the market participants can know and understand how quickly how quickly the supply of XRP would gain or not gain. As we're seeing over the last couple years, Ripple's been returning 80% of it back to escrow, and the little bit that they're giving out to market participants is only going to those on-demand liquidity partners. And we've been warning that they have not been giving XRP to these exchanges, and that a day was coming when these exchanges were going to run out of XRP. Where this also gets interesting is if you got your XRP staked up in one of these other platforms that is being proven to be insolvent, that is going bust, do you think you're going to be able to get your XRP out of there? Do you still have your XRP on exchanges? Do you still have any of your other cryptocurrencies on exchanges right now? Folks, we're coming to a point where none of these cryptos are safe, but especially a cryptocurrency like XRP, where we know the supply is at about 50 billion that's already out there. And we've made the case in point that about half that's probably in the hands of just regular investors, not banks and financial institutions. Just people that are, people big and small. You got, sophisticated investors that have millions of XRP that are whales that are just invested into XRP. They're holding that. So if you have about half that supply, which is about 20 billion, 30 billion XRP, these are just rough numbers. Rough numbers. The conclusion is we're running out, but let's just go through this. Rough numbers. We have maybe 10, 20, 30 billion, best case scenario, XRP that is out actually in circulation that banks, financial institutions, or anybody else could get their hands on and use for this distributed ledger, to use the XRP ledger, which has already proven itself over the last decade to be one of the best. No doubt about that. There's only about a 10 billion, maybe 20 billion XRP supply out there for us to use. Now, are you going to get about 10, 20 billion XRP sold off at 10, 20 bucks? Absolutely. Many people are going to be offloading bags of XRP at $10 and $20. But see, this is where we go to a price that gets us all a little bit uncomfortable. Other people in the space get offended talking about XRP and they call us a cult. What are you talking about? Okay, was the Federal Reserve a conspiracy? Was the rollout of the Bretton Woods establishing the US dollar as the new reserve currency a conspiracy? Was the capture of the gold, the buy back and set price, a conspiracy and real thing that occurred? Yes, that's understanding history, my friend. So come aboard, come down the rabbit hole, and you come to the conclusion that even if we're half wrong, double digit, triple digit, who knows? But 3, 4, 5 digits, I think, are absolutely possible. Because when you look at that supply of XRP, when you determine your market cap calculation, bro, what is that supply that's actually circulating? Because it's not nearly 50 billion. And what is Ripple going to do with that escrow account, which is what this whole lawsuit's been about? The deals are being cut behind closed doors. We continue to acquire this asset and others that we deem part of the new financial system.